Hello everyone, I'm Kelsey. This is my lovely assistant Casey. He's going to help me demonstrate teaching the outside turn in heel. So what is the outside turn? It is whatever direction you turn and your dog is on the outside of the turn. So for a traditional left side heel, this is going to be a right turn. Dog's on the outside of the turn. Most dogs have more trouble with this because they have to speed up to do this one, but not all dogs. So how am I going to teach this? I'm going to teach this starting with a nice straight heel. If your dog doesn't know a straight heel, then go ahead and watch one of our other videos on that. Okay, once your dog has a few steps at least of a nice straight heel, you can teach the outside turn. I'm going to teach this with a treat at first. All right, so I'm teaching the heel, I'm making this turn, and I'm going to release it at the end of my turn. So again, treat, turn, release here. If your dog has a really good hand target, after a few tries with the treat, you can go to your hand target. Yes. So hand target, turn, hand target, turn. Good job. What kind of clues are you going to give your dog that you're making this turn? You can't just turn and expect them to stay with you. They have to have some kind of clue. So for my dog, I mostly just use my hand. I have my hand across my body. This is my pet dog heel cue right here. We also do a competition heel, which is different. So this is my pet dog heel cue. He knows it means walk next to me, but you don't have to be quite as concerned. What do I do to make the turn in this position? I usually put my hand out. Hi, you paying attention? Thank you. All right, like that. So hand out. Out. Good. And he could see that out of his peripheral vision, which is why he was staying with me, even though he wasn't looking at me. Yeah. Good job. All right. So if you don't want to do that, then make it really clear with your body. So if I don't want to do my hand, I can also do my feet. So if I'm walking along and I turn conspicuously, yes, if he's paying attention, he'll turn with me, because he's watching where my hips and my feet are going. But I do have to make it clear. I can't just go. I can't just go like this and expect him to stay with me. Right? I can't make that super abrupt turn. I have to give him some kind of notice that I am turning. So again, starting from the beginning, you're going to make this turn using a nice treat and go around a circle. Right? Then once your dog's good at that, you're going to use a hand target. Teach them to go around. And then if you want to get rid of the hand target, make sure that you make conspicuous turns with your feet. So I don't think you can see my feet here, so let's see if you can see my feet here. I'm turning my feet, I'm turning my hips. My dog knows to go with me. All right, so turning my feet, I'm turning my hips. I'm giving him a cue that he is to go with me. All right. Now, like all heel, this should be practiced at whatever level you have to practice in order to get it a good result. So if you practice 10 sloppy turns in a row, your dog will not learn as much as if you practice 3 really solid turns. So whatever level you need to work at in order to get those really solid turns, most of the time is going to be how you get the best end result. If you think about it, your dog is learning what you want them to do, and then you're going to add duration to it. So right now, you're doing a few steps, a minute at most, right? But eventually you want your dog to be able to heel for longer than that. Maybe you don't care. But, and by a minute, I mean a bunch of different sessions over a minute. Right? But if you care, if you want your dog to do a long multi-step heel with you, then what you're going to want is you're going to want to get a really good result and reward it every single trial. They're going to mess up occasionally. You're going to mess up occasionally. Okay? So wrong steps are going to happen. But you don't want to get 5 wrong steps out of 10, because then you're likely to get 50 wrong steps out of 100. If you get 1 wrong step out of 3, and then you try again and you get no wrong steps out of 3, and then again and again, you can see how it would build up to an end result that is over 100 steps. Your dog is not missing nearly as many. So that is my recommendation for heel. train it in little tiny increments, and get as close to perfection as your dog is capable of, and then reward it. That means you have to work at their level. So if my dog is not ready for my treat hand to go away, then I don't do that, right? Because I'm just teaching him the wrong thing, teaching him to do it wrong. If he is ready for it, then I can do that. But I'm not going to take a whole bunch of steps at once. I'm going to start out with a much slower, smaller period of time. So I think that's about it on the outside turn. We have a different video on the inside turn. Good luck and happy healing.